Conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, in the last session, so we started what is SAP, what is basis. So we discussed in the last session. So let's continue our discussion on SAP basis demo. So this is our course content. SAP S/4HANA basis. So first we started with introduction. What is SAP? What is ERP? What is S/4HANA? So we discussed from scratch level. So we started our course. So because most of the members, so they don't know what is SAP. So that is the reason we started with the scratch level. So what is SAP? What is ERP? And what is SAP S/4HANA? Difference between ERP and S/4HANA. So next, what is basis? This is one of the module in SAP. So we are called as a basis consultant. So what is basis and what are the roles and responsibilities as a basis consultant in real time scenario? What are the roles and responsibilities and advantages in SAP ERP? So compare with other ERP companies. What are the advantages in SAP ERP, especially SAP ERP, and competitors? What about the competitors in the market? So if you take any technology or any product in the market, so competition is common. SAP also having the competitors in ERP applications. So what about the competitors? And what is SAP R3? So this is best client server architecture, SAP R3. So R3 client server architecture explanation. So overview of R3 and the technology of R3, how it is working. Introduction to operating system. So Windows 2012, not 12, 16. We are going to install 16 server, 2016 server. And database is Oracle database. First we started with Oracle database, later on HANA database. So next R1. So here R3 client server architecture, right? So before R3 we have the system. So R1 system, R2 system, R3 system. What is R1 system? What is R2 system? What is R3 system? So same like so present మనం 5G network use చేస్తున్నాం. Before 5G network, internet technology. So before 5G we have 4G, 2G also there. The same way before R3 we have R2, R1 also there. Some disadvantages are there in R1, R2. So that is the reason finally SAP released R3 system, and architecture also we will explain the architecture comparison between the R1 system, R2 system, R3, and what is instance in SAP. What is instance? And what about the work process? So what is work process? Types of work process. And after SAP system is successfully installed, how to start SAP system and how to shut down SAP system. As a basis consultant, we need to start the system, we need to shut down the system. How to start and what is the procedure we need to follow? How to shut down SAP system? What is the procedure we need to follow for shut down SAP system? And coming to client administration, in client administration we are going to create clients. Based on the requirement, we need to delete the clients, and from one client to another client we need to do client copy. Existing client to new client we need to do client copy. And client copy logs, what is client copy logs, what is logical system, and remote client copy. So within the system, that is called as local client copy. Two different systems, one client to another client, we are going to copy in two different systems. That is remote, not local, remote. Client export import, what is client export import? And coming to the user administration, single user administration. What is single user administration? And what is multi-user administration? That is also called as mass user administration. Single user administration, multi-user administration. And how to create users and how to delete based on the requirement, how to delete users, how to lock users temporarily, how to unlock the locked users, and how to copy the user data from one user to another user. So these are the topics in user administration. So just 1 minute, please. Yeah. So these are the topics in user administration. After user administration, we are going to start a role administration. That is also called as security, SAP security. సో మన మొబైల్కి సెక్యూరిటీ ఉంటుంది అంటే దట్ ఈస్ లైక్ పాస్వర్డ్ ఆర్ బయోమెట్రిక్ ఆర్ ఎనీ ప్యాటర్న్ వీఆర్ అసైనింగ్ టు అవర్ మొబైల్. సో మనం యూజ్ చేస్తున్న ఒక చిన్న డివైస్కి మనం పాస్వర్డ్ పెట్టుకుంటాం బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు ఎక్స్ప్లోజ్ మై డేటా టు ఎనీ అదర్ థర్డ్ పర్సన్. సో మనం యూజ్ చేసే వాట్సాప్ మెసేజెస్ కానీ మన మెయిల్స్ కానీ సో మనం యూజ్ చేస్తున్న యాప్స్ కానీ సో థర్డ్ పర్సన్ యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోకుండా మనం సెక్యూరిటీ పెట్టుకుంటాం. దట్ ఈస్ ఇన్ ద ఫార్మ్ ఆఫ్ లైక్ బయోమెట్రిక్ ఆర్ ఎనీ ప్యాటర్న్ ఆర్ పాస్వర్డ్. సో ఇఫ్ యు టేక్ ఇన్ ఎస్ఏపి ఆర్గనైజేషన్లో నంబర్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ జరుగుతుంటాయి. సో ద సెక్యూరిటీ ఈజ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. సో హౌ టు అసైన్ ద సెక్యూరిటీ? సో దట్ ఈస్ ద కాన్సెప్ట్ ఆఫ్ సెక్యూరిటీ. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద రోల్? How to create the role and types of roles. So we have three types of roles: single role, derived role, and composite role. What is single role? How to create single role? What is derived role and how to create derived role? What is composite role? How to create composite role and missing authorizations. This is a very important topic we'll discuss. Next, coming to the license. The validity. So for suppose if I purchase a if I purchase a 5G SIM, Geo or any other Airtel network, so initially I have 40 days validity only. After 40 days, I'm not able to make the calls, I'm not able to receive the calls. Temporarily, that is hold because the license is expired, means the validity is expired. In the same way, whenever we install SAP system, we are getting 90 days validity only, just to 90 days validity. If I install in my system, 90 days validity. The same scenario, organization లో ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసిన 90 days వస్తుందండి, ఆర్గనైజేషన్ కి సపరేట్ గా ఏం రాదు. సో బికాస్ మనం ఇక్కడ యూజ్ చేస్తున్న సిస్టమ్ రియల్ టైంలో ఆర్గనైజేషన్స్ యూజ్ చేసే సిస్టమ్ సేమ్, నో డిఫరెన్స్. దట్ ఈస్ ద మెయిన్ అడ్వాంటేజ్ హియర్. సో మీరు ఆర్గనైజేషన్లో ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసిన, సో ఆర్ whenever you install in our personal system, that is laptop or desktop, we are getting 90 days validity only. What about after 90 days? That is how to apply license. So this 90 days license we are called as temporary license. This is we are called as temporary license. So we need to install permanent license. See here, already mentioned here. What is temporary license? This is temporary license. We are going to install permanent license. Before 90 days, we need to install permanent license. So how to install permanent license? So that is we'll discuss in license, SAP license topic. And coming to monitoring, this is we are called as CCMS, Computer Central Management System. That is we are also called as monitoring. As a basis consultant, monitoring is the major concept. So we have a development system. This is development system and this is quality system. This is the development, this is quality and production. Development system, quality system, production system. So how the development system is going on, how the quality system and production system, what about the health of development system, quality system and production system? As a basis consultant, we need to monitor the health of development system, quality system, and production system. So we need to monitor the health of development system, quality system, and production system. That is one of the major activity. అంటే మన ప్రాజెక్టు ఉంటుంది. At the same time, one of the daily activity is monitoring. మీరు షిఫ్ట్ లో జాయిన్ అయిన తర్వాత సో డెవలప్మెంట్ సిస్టమ్ హెల్త్ ఎలా ఉంది, క్వాలిటీ సిస్టమ్ హెల్త్ ఎలా ఉంది, ప్రొడక్షన్ సిస్టమ్ హెల్త్ ఎలా ఉందండి మనం ఆ ఎక్సెల్ షీట్ లో ఆ డీటెయిల్స్ అన్ని ఎంటర్ చేయాలి. సో ఐ విల్ షో యూ ద ఎక్సెల్ షీట్ ఆల్సో. ఐ విల్ షో యూ రియల్ టైంలో ఇచ్చేసే ఎక్సెల్ షీట్. సో మీకు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను. సో ఇన్ ద కాన్సెప్ట్ ఆఫ్ మానిటరింగ్. సో యాజ్ ఎ బేసిస్ కన్సల్టెంట్, దిస్ ఈస్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద మేజర్ యాక్టివిటీ, health check. So next, profile parameters. So that is actually theory concept. And operation modes. So operation modes means we have in SAP, if you take SAP organizations, we have minimum 3 shifts. So one 3 shifts only. So because 24 hours we divided into 3 shifts, each shift 8 hours. So 3 shifts are going on. So how to create morning shift, how to create afternoon shift, how to create night shift. So shifts ఎలా క్రియేట్ చేస్తాం అంటే ఆ షిఫ్ట్స్ బట్టి సో లోపల ఉన్న వర్క్ ప్రాసెస్ యాక్టివేట్ అవుతాయి. సో వాట్ ఈస్ వర్క్ ప్రాసెస్ విల్ డిస్కస్. సో హౌ టు క్రియేట్ మార్నింగ్ షిఫ్ట్ and how to create afternoon shift and how to create night shift. How to create morning shift, afternoon shift, night shift. So once we created the shifts, based on the shifts, the server is switching. So server switch అవుతూ ఉండదండి. So morning time లో మార్నింగ్ based on the morning shift, whatever the details we entered, so based on that only morning shift is activated. So afternoon shift కి ఏమేం కావాలో మనం ఆల్రెడీ ఇస్తాం. So based on the afternoon shift, that is automatically activated. Night shift also activated around I think 8 p.m. I think 8 p.m. or 10 p.m. that is activated. 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. That is night shift. So how to create the shifts? So that is we'll discuss in the topic of operation modes. Operation modes, that is SAP terminology. In our general terminology, we are called as shifts. So coming to background jobs. So what is background jobs? And how to define background jobs, how to monitor background jobs, and what about the standard background jobs, we'll discuss in background jobs topic. ఇక్కడ మనం డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం. Coming to printing. So if you take in SAP organization, so we have sales department, finance department, and marketing department also there. So మనకి SAP organization అంటే ఓన్లీ SAP బేసిస్ ఒకటే కాదు, నంబర్ ఆఫ్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్స్ ఉంటాయి. మీన్స్ మాడ్యూల్స్, SAP టెర్మినాలజీలో మాడ్యూల్స్ అంటాం, నంబర్ ఆఫ్ మాడ్యూల్స్ ఉంటాయి. సో వాళ్ళు ఫర్ సపోజ్ సేల్స్ వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు, ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ద డే దే వాంట్ టు టేక్ ద ప్రింట్అవుట్ ఆఫ్ ద సేల్స్, ద పర్టికులర్ డే sales report they want to print out, and finance people they want to take the printout of the transaction, financial transactions. So in this scenario we need to connect a printer to SAP system. ఒక నార్మల్ ప్రింటర్ ని SAP కి కనెక్ట్ చేయాలి. హౌ టు డిఫైన్ ఏ ప్రింటర్ ఇన్ SAP సిస్టమ్, ఎలా డిఫైన్ చేయాలి, ఒక ప్రింటర్ ని SAP కి ఎలా కనెక్ట్ చేయాలి. And here we have three types of printings: local printing, remote printing, that is a front-end access method. Access method means front-end access method. Just you can add that one. So local printing, remote printing, local access method, and TEMS administration, temporary sequential files administration. We'll discuss in the concept of spool. SAP landscape. Landscape means the arrangement of systems we are called as landscape, and the combination of development system, quality system, production system is called as landscape. Just assume this is development system, this is quality system, and this is production system. So combination of these three systems we are called as landscape. Combination of these three systems we are called as landscape. So multi-system landscape. One system landscape means only one system, development system only we have in our organization. That is one system landscape. Two system landscape means development system and quality system. Three system landscape means development system, quality system, and production system. In some organizations we have multi-system landscape, means development system, quality system, pre-production system also there. Pre-production, PPR. Pre-production system, PPR, or PR, not PR, PPR, pre-production system. So this is we are called as multi-system landscape. More than three systems we are called as multi-system landscape. We'll discuss. And coming to very important topic, support package upgradation. That is patch management. Knowledge of OSS, online support system. That is online support system. That is nothing but support.sap.com, SAP official website. How to log into SAP official website. Support package upgradation. So how to upgrade the support packages? Based on the current support packages, we need to download the latest one and upgrade the packages. And kernel upgradation. Please remember, so maybe a interview, these two are mandatory. If we attend any interview without these two questions, that is not a complete interview. Mandatory. If you want to, if we are attending with the 3+ years of experience, this is mandatory. Explain about support package upgradation and explain about kernel upgradation. Very, very important topics and very big topics also. So next, transport management, TMS. So we have the systems like a development system we have, quality system we have, and a production system we have. So how to transport the data from one system to another system? How to transport the data? Development system to quality system to production system. How to transport the data? So development system to quality system to production system, how to transport the data. So that is we'll discuss in TMS, transport management system. So in TMS, we are going to discuss about landscape design, transport domain, and transport groups, transport layers, and transport routes also. Transport groups are different, transport routes are different. So coming to database, Oracle database. So first we go with Oracle database. So table space, administration, starting and stopping instances, reorganization, table reorganization, exporting database, database backup, how to take the backup, restoring database backup, archive logs, database file system also. So coming to the installation, SAP server installation. So installation of SAP ECC 6.0 EHP 8, not EHP 7. Correct this one, EHP 8. Okay, EHP 8 will discuss. So in installation, so EHP 7, that is old one. So present we are using EHP 8. So pre-installation, how to install SAP ECC 6.0 EHP 8, that is the latest one. So pre-installations, what are the steps before installation? What are the steps we need to follow? That is pre-installation. First pre-installation. Next, actual installation. After SAP installation, post-installation. These are the steps: pre-installation, actual installation, and post-installation. So installation of SAP ECC 6.0 EHP 8 on Oracle database. Installation of ERP and GUI. Starting and stopping of SAP R3 system. Post-installation activities. So these are. So client copies, already we discussed all these things. S4 HANA. So in ECC, we are using Oracle database. In S4 HANA, we are going to use HANA database. Pre-installation steps, so not 1909. So in place of 1909, latest one we are using, that is 2023. The version is 2023. S4 HANA 2023 we are going to install. So here also three steps, three important steps. That is pre-installation, actual installation, and post-installation. So pre-installation, actual installation, and post-installation. So installation of SUSE Linux edition 12, not 12. This is 15. So this is 15. So installation of SAP HANA database 2.0 and 2023 and HANA 2.0 database, SAP S4 HANA application, SAP GUI, graphical user interface, and how to start SAP S4 HANA and how to shut down SAP S4 HANA also we are going to discuss. So this is the course content we are going to discuss. I will share the course content also. In the last session, so we discussed about what is SAP, what is basis, and what are the prerequisites for learn SAP basis. So we discussed in the last session, right? So next one is SAP applications. What are the application softwares are existing in SAP? So for suppose if you take Samsung, if you take Samsung company, we have different products are there. So we have Samsung laptops, refrigerators, and Samsung mobiles, air conditions. So we have different products are there in Samsung. So these are the products, Samsung products. In the same way, SAP also, SAP is that is totally software company, right? So SAP applications, we are called as SAP applications. Same like Samsung, SAP products. The first one is SAP ERP. Second one is SAP CRM. Third one is SAP SRM. Fourth one is SAP SEM and SAP S4 HANA. So ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. Coming to CRM, Customer Relationship management, SRM, supplier, management, supply, supply chain management, and SAP S4 HANA, SAP suite on HANA DB. That is also called as SAP fourth generation system. So these are the major application softwares in SAP. SAP released ERP, CRM, SRM, SCM, and S4 HANA also. So ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. So SAP is number one in ERP applications. So coming to CRM, Customer Relationship Management. So SAP is number one in ERP applications. CRM, if you take SAP CRM in CRM applications, SAP is not number one. So I think number two. So number one is Salesforce. Salesforce CRM is number one in the market. I'm talking about CRM applications. If you take ERP, SAP is the number one. If you take CRM, Salesforce is number one. So next, SRM, Supplier Relationship Management. SCM, Supply Chain Management. SAP S4 HANA, SAP Suite HANA database. At the same time, we are also called as SAP fourth generation system. This is same like 5G technology. So before we have 2G, 4G, 2G also there, right? In the same way, SAP S4 HANA, SAP fourth generation system, that is also called as SAP Suite on HANA DB. Suite అంటే ఈ అప్లికేషన్స్ అన్ని మనం HANA database ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయొచ్చు. This is we are called as suite. SAP combination of SAP ERP, SAP CRM, SAP SRM, SAP SCM. So all these application softwares we are called as SAP suite. Suite on HANA DB. అంటే సో దీంట్లో suite అంటే combination of ERP, CRM, SRM, SCM. So if you take individually, if you take ERP, we can install on HANA database. CRM, we can install on HANA database. SRM also, we can install on HANA database. SCM also, we can install on HANA DB. So that is SAP S4 HANA, means suite on HANA database. That is also called as fourth generation system. So these are the application softwares in SAP. So coming to competitors, SAP, especially ERP. So if you take ERP, already we discussed SAP ERP is in ERP applications, SAP is the number one. So SAP ERP competitors. The first one is Oracle. Oracle ERP. PeopleSoft ERP. Microsoft ERP. JD Edwards. BAN. So these are the SAP competitors, especially in ERP. Microsoft ERP, JD Edwards ERP, and BAN ERP. And we have one more, that is Tally ERP also. So these are the SAP competitors. SAP is one side and these companies are one side. So these are competitors of SAP. Oracle ERP, PeopleSoft ERP, Microsoft ERP, JD Edwards ERP, BAN ERP, Tally ERP. But the thing is, out of 100%, 72% of the market, 72% of the market occupied by SAP ERP only. So out of 100%, 72% of the market is occupied by SAP only. The remaining 28% is shared by these five companies. These six companies. 28% shared by Oracle ERP, PeopleSoft ERP, Microsoft ERP, JD Edwards, BAN, and Tally ERP. 72% only one, that is SAP. Why? Because what is the major? Enduku most of the companies SAP తో వెళ్తున్నాయి? Because SAP is not, it's not freeware. సో అది కూడా లైసెన్స్ తీసుకోవాలి, మనం పర్చేజ్ చేయాలి. Oracle ERP, PeopleSoft ERP, Microsoft ERP, JD Edwards, BAN, and Tally ERP also. So we can purchase. But ఏదైనా పర్చేజ్ చేయాలి. But most of the people, so why they go with SAP? ఎందుకంటే ఇవి కూడా ERP కంపెనీసే. SAP also ERP company. One of the product is ERP. But why most of the people, 72% of the people, they go with SAP instead of these six companies? The only reason, I will show you one general example. మీకు అర్థమయ్యే లాంగ్వేజ్ లో చెప్తాను. The only reason is, so we have two smartphones. మీకు general language చెప్తున్నాను. So we have two smartphones. The worth is 10,000. Each mobile 10,000 rupees. So this is also 10,000 rupees. The main problem is this is some China mobile. This is Samsung mobile. So in China mobile, whatever we purchase with 10,000 rupees, so whatever the mobile we purchased, China mobile with 10,000 rupees, it is not allowed. By default, we are getting some apps. I think 6 apps we are getting. By default, we are getting these 6 apps. General example, in your understandable language, I am explaining why most of the people they go with SAP. Because other ERP company, for suppose if you take Oracle is not a small company, very big company. PeopleSoft, Microsoft, I think ఇది మనం చెప్పాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. How it is big? Microsoft, Oracle, Microsoft, very, very big companies. But why the people are looking for SAP? సో ఇంత పెద్ద కంపెనీస్ కాదని ఎస్ఏపిని ఎందుకు చూజ్ చేసుకుంటున్నారు? ఐఎమ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయినింగ్ ఇన్ అవర్ జనరల్ టర్మ్, ఇన్ యువర్ మీకు అర్థమైన లాంగ్వేజ్ లో జనరల్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తీసుకొని చెప్తున్నాను. సో వెన్ ఎవర్ వి పర్చేజ్ ఏ స్మార్ట్ ఫోన్, చైనీస్ స్మార్ట్ ఫోన్ విచ్ ఈస్ 10,000 rupees, by default we are getting 6 apps. In Samsung mobile also we are getting 6 apps by default. Just assume these are apps. Okay, fine. So both are same price. By default, in both the mobiles, we are getting 6 apps only. Main problem is in Chinese mobile, we can't able to install any new apps. It is not possible to install new apps. But it is mandatory. ఎందుకంటే we are going to use the banking apps, HDFC, ICICI, Axis. సో మనం కంపల్సరీగా బ్యాంకింగ్ యాప్స్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయాలి. ఫోన్ పే, గూగుల్ పే ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయాలి బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్స్. So other apps also, based on the requirement, we are going to install other apps also. But the China mobile is not allowed to install the new apps. Whatever the apps are provided by the mobile, 6 apps only, these 6 apps only we can use. But coming to Samsung, based on the requirement, we can able to install number of apps with the help of Play Store. So in Play Store, we can just go to the Play Store, based on the requirement, search the app. We can install like Google Pay, Phone Pay, and banking apps, any apps. We can install number of apps, no restriction. By default, we are getting 6. Okay. After that, based on the requirement, we can install number of apps. So we can install number of apps, no restriction, right? That is the main problem. In Chinese mobile, 10,000 rupees, just whatever the mobile provided, 6 apps only we can use. మనం కొత్తగా ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయడానికి లేదు. బట్ కమింగ్ టు సామ్సంగ్ మొబైల్ విచ్ ఈస్ సేమ్ ప్రైస్, 10,000 rupees only. So by default we are getting 6 apps. After that, based on the requirement, we are going to install number of apps. So we are going to install number of apps, right? So మనం సామ్సంగ్ మొబైలే చూజ్ చేసుకుంటాం, ఎందుకంటే సేమ్ ప్రైస్. బట్ చైనీస్ మొబైల్లో మన రిక్వైర్మెంట్ బేస్ చేసుకొని యాప్స్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేద్దామంటే ఇట్స్ నాట్ పాసిబుల్. బట్ ఇన్ సామ్సంగ్ మొబైల్ వీ కెన్ ఇన్స్టాల్ నంబర్ ఆఫ్ యాప్స్ ఇన్ 10,000 rupees only. So we go with by default we go with Samsung mobile only. In the same way, same example, whenever we apply to SAP company and other ERP companies, so like Oracle, PeopleSoft, Microsoft ERP, JD Edwards, BAN, and Tally ERP, whatever the modules by default we are getting, మనం ERP application install చేసినప్పుడు ఏదైతే వస్తాయో only those modules only we can use. But because of, for suppose if you take PeopleSoft install చేస్తే only HR department ఒక్కటికే సపోర్ట్ చేస్తుంది. It is not supported any other department. It is not supported finance department. It is not supported సేల్స్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్, మార్కెటింగ్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్, క్వాలిటీ మెయింటెనెన్స్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్, ఓన్లీ హెచ్ఆర్. సో హెచ్ఆర్ లో జరిగే యాక్టివిటీస్ మాత్రమే సపోర్ట్ చేస్తుంది, అంటే హెచ్ఆర్ రిలేటెడ్ యాక్టివిటీస్ కే సపోర్ట్ చేస్తుంది పీపుల్సాఫ్ట్. బట్ కమింగ్ టు ఎస్ఏపి, నాట్ ఓన్లీ హెచ్ఆర్, ఇట్ ఈస్ సపోర్టెడ్ అప్ టు 200 డిపార్ట్మెంట్స్, 200 మాడ్యూల్స్ వరకు సపోర్ట్ చేస్తుంది. దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ the most of the people they go with SAP లో 200 modules it is supported. But if you take these ERP companies, PeopleSoft, not 200, only one, that is HR. హెచ్ఆర్ మాత్రమే సపోర్ట్ చేస్తుంది. ఇఫ్ టేక్ ఆర్క్ ఈఆర్పి, సో మీరు ఎక్కడైనా చూడండి, మనకి ఈవెన్ హైదరాబాద్ అమీర్పేటలో మనకి ఎస్ఏపి స్ట్రీట్ అనే ఉంటుంది. స్ట్రీట్ నేమ్ ఎస్ఏపి ఉంటుంది. బికాస్ ఆ స్ట్రీట్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఎస్ఏపి ఓన్లీ ఎస్ఏపి ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్స్. సో మనకి డేటాబేస్ అంటే ఫస్ట్ మనకు గుర్తొచ్చేది ఆర్కిల్, అంతేగాని మనకి ఇన్ ద సేమ్ వే ఈఆర్పి అంటే మనకి ఎస్ఏపినే గుర్తు వస్తుంది. ఆర్కిల్ ఈజ్ వెరీ ఫేమస్ ఇన్ డేటాబేస్ సైడ్, అంతేగాని ఈఆర్పిలో అది ఫేమస్ కాదు. దట్ ఈస్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద కాంపిటీటర్ ఫర్ SAP. So individually, Oracle is very big company. In database side, that is number one, no doubt. But in ERP, that is not number one. SAP is number one. So that is the reason by default, we are getting 200 plus modules. So by default, we are getting 200 plus modules. But in other companies, very limited modules only. That is the reason most of the customers they go with SAP only. General example I explained. And next one is SAP ERP advantages. Advantages of SAP application. The first one is the first point, only one logon pad for all the SAP applications. Second point, SAP applications provide a runtime environment for all the applications, for all the modules. So I will explain each and every point. Third one, SAP applications are user friendly. The fourth one is SAP support. Giving support. Their clients (24/7) through the fifth one, SAP basis consultant only. Possible to log in. SAP portal. The sixth point is SAP having rich set of modules basis FICO, ABAP, SD, MM, PM, and QM also. So these are the advantages, some of the advantages. So now we are going to explain one by one. So before explain the points, we are going to start the system. So for previous batch purpose, we already installed the system. I will show you. We have separate session. In that session, I will explain how to install SAP system. Yeah. Please wait. The system is starting. So please wait. The system is starting. So this is we installed for previous batch purpose. So just I want to show you the first point. The first point is here only one logon pad for all the SAP applications and modules. So only one logon pad for all the SAP applications and modules. So means SAP logon pad, only one logon pad. So once the system is started, we'll see this one. 92, 168, 110. See here. So this is officially SAP GUI. For suppose if you want to log into basis consultant, for suppose you are a basis consultant, if you want to log into ABAP module, if you want to log into SD module, FICO, or any other module, this is the logon pad. So here you have to here, there is no module name, SAP only. There is no module name, only SAP. So that's what the first point is. Only one logon pad for all the applications and modules. As a basis consultant, I'm going to log into SAP. I'm a basis consultant. So I'm using this one. So if we take ABAP consultant, same logon pad. Same logon pad. This is the logon pad for all the applications like SAP, ERP, CRM, SRM, SEM, S4HANA also. Same application, same GUI. Just double click on this one and enter the user ID password. So the, whatever the credentials provided by the organization, just to enter the credentials. We can log in. Yes, we logged in. So here, just enter the transaction codes. So in SAP basis, we have 40 to 45 T codes are there. So the T codes are just you can enter here. So in this text box only, we enter the T codes. So here only. So only one logon pad for all the modules. So there is no separate logon pad for ABAP. There is no separate logon pad for ABAP basis. There is no separate GUI for SD, MM, PM, QM. Only one logon pad. Second point. SAP application provide runtime environment. So runtime environment means so I'm going to log into SAP. Enter the password. Yes. Yeah. So here, based on the requirement, we are going to create one user. మన SAP install చేసినప్పుడు users create అవ్వండి. Based on the requirement only, we are going to create the users. So just to go to SU01, we will discuss. Separate session is there for SU01. Just I am explaining only. So what about the second point? SAP application provide runtime environment. What is runtime environment? So here I am going to create one user. Username is some Harish. I'm going to create Harish user. Click on create. What is there? Harish 123. Click on create. So we have separate session. I will explain what is SU01. Just I want to explain runtime environment. See here, user Harish 123 created. Based on the requirement, I want to create the user. So SAP applications provide runtime environment. అంటే అప్లికేషన్ మనం కస్టమైజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. Based on our requirement, we can customize the application as it is గా SAP వాడు ఇచ్చింది as it is గా యూజ్ చేయడానికి కాదు. Based on our requirement, we can edit the application. We can create number of users. We can create number of roles. That is nothing but SAP provides runtime environment. అంటే ఇమ్మీడియట్ గా క్రియేట్ చేస్తుంది. మనకి యూజర్ కావాలంటే ఇమ్మీడియట్ గా క్రియేట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. రోల్స్ కావాలంటే క్రియేట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. So SAP application provide runtime environment for all the applications. So this is the second point. And third one is, so SAP applications are user friendly. So if we take this one, the words are user friendly. So it is client. So here we need to enter the client number. Why we are assigning 050 client, we'll discuss. It is asking the user, enter the user ID. Here, enter the password. Language, in which language you want to log in? English language or any other language? So English. So the application is very user friendly, understandable language. So next point is SAP giving support to the clients 24/7 through support.sap.com. SAP official website is there. Support.sap.com. SAP official website. Support.sap.com. So here, get support. So this is SAP official website. Get support in the form of chat, in the form of incident, means tickets. So tickets wise గా tickets raise చేసి మీరు సపోర్ట్ తీసుకోవచ్చు అండ్ చాట్ సపోర్ట్ కూడా తీసుకోవచ్చు SAP నుంచి. So we are getting the support from support.sap.com in the form of tickets, in the form of chat also. 24/7 they are giving the support to their clients. SAP basis consultant only possible to log into SAP portal. So if you want to log into support.sap.com, only basis consultant. So here we have the human icon. Just click on this one. It is asking user ID password. So here we need to enter the user ID. Here we need to enter the user ID. So the user ID password giving by our organization only. So మనకి individual గా లాగిన్ అవ్వలేమండి. So once you working as a basis consultant, then only you can able to log into service marketplace. And very important thing is the login credentials are very confidential. అంటే ఆర్గనైజేషన్ ప్రెమిసెస్ నుండి మీరు లాగిన్ అవ్వాలి. Don't log into your friend laptop or any internet center. Very confidential. The last point is SAP having rich set of modules like basis, FICO, ABAP. So all the modules are existing here only. So మనం ఒకసారి లాగిన్ అయితే, see here I'm going to log in with one user, that is a test user. So we can able to see all the modules. So we can able to see all the modules here. Observe here. Material management, MM, sales and distribution, SAP SD, SAP LE, logistics execution, production, SAP production process, SAP PP, SAP PM, plant maintenance, customer service CS, quality management QM, logistics controlling LC, project system PS. So like all the modules, if you take this one, where it is, FICO, accounts, this is financial accounting, HR. So all the modules are existing here, SAP menu only. Under SAP menu only, we can able to see all the modules under SAP menu only. So SAP having rich set of modules. Okay, so this is our today's session. So in our coming session, we'll discuss about SAP history. So when SAP was started, what is R1 system, what is R2 system, and what is R3 system, we'll discuss in our coming session. So in our coming session, we'll discuss what is R1 system, means SAP history we'll discuss. So when SAP was officially launched, what is the first version of system, means that is R1 system, what is R2 system, what is R3 system, we'll discuss in our coming session. So all the sessions are recorded. So I'm going to upload all the sessions in Drive. So today or tomorrow I'm going to upload. So once WhatsApp group is created, I will share the Google Drive link in our WhatsApp group only. So link WhatsApp group got to create just now. Maybe today or tomorrow I'm going to create the WhatsApp group for our batch. Any queries in our today's session? And tomorrow onwards we have class at 7 a.m. Not 10 a.m., 7 a.m. only. Any queries? So whatever the slides we are preparing, I will share the slides in our WhatsApp group. Once WhatsApp group create చేసిన తర్వాత slides and Google Drive link, everything I will share in our WhatsApp group only. Okay, so thank you. We'll meet on next session. I'm also available on this number.